from the other side to bring us closer to God. We must always be careful, of course. But you say she's a good, quiet girl. She didn't put herself forward. She didn't come to you proclaiming this gift.
Oh, quite the contrary. She was quite coy about it. I heard about it all through Cook, who then brought her into me. She did not want to come. She didn't want to speak. I told her about our own experiences, the wrappings, our triumphs with automatic writing, and I am certain that I had a message from my own dear Uncle William.
Oh, we shall see if she mentions your uncle. That will tell us much.
Oh, Mrs. Axon, pleasure. So good of you to come to us tonight and witness our trial. Interesting times. Sit, ladies, sit. You have had some refreshment, Mrs. Axon?
Yes, thank you.
Good, good. We must all be comfortable and we must all be alert and alive to everything this evening. Is that not so?
And you, Mr. Fairley, have you spoken to the girl?
Oh, well, Mrs. Axon, I will tell you that I was more of a skeptic than my dear wife at first, and for longer. But that is perhaps for the best. Perhaps the business of men in our circles, men like myself, I mean, by nature less delicate, less sweetly trusting, is to serve as watchers at the gate, so to speak. Women's virtues, I fear, while fitting them for service as instruments of the spirit world, might render them more susceptible to, well, fraud.
But you feel inclined to trust this girl now?
Oh, enough to agree to this trial tonight. Enough to sit down at this table in my own parlor with my own servant, yes.
Well, I see no reason to put this off any longer. James, would you ring for Mary? Thank you. Well, now, Mary.
Yes, ma'am. I beg your pardon, ma'am. I didn't know you had a visitor.
This is Mrs. Axon, Mary.
How do you do, ma'am?
Well, thank you, Mary.
Mrs. Axon is a friend of our family, Mary, and is interested in our experiment tonight. She is prepared to feel kindly toward you. You need not be afraid. Now, Mary, you know that Cook has told me what happened between you and Ginny 2 weeks ago. I want you to tell Mrs. Axon what happened.
Yes, ma'am. I never would have, Mrs. Axon, ma'am. But Ginny was so upset after her sister died, or I never would have said a word about it. Most don't like it, ma'am, and the priest had hard words for me and my mother about it. I like to get along in the place and not stir things up. It keeps things easy.
Well, never mind, Mary. We know that you're a good girl, and we are satisfied with your work so far.
Yes, sir. As I say, sir, ma'am, Ginny was so upset over her sister and said many a time to me that she wished she could see her to speak just one more time. They had quarreled before she left Albany, and that was the last they spoke.
So you told her then that you could speak with her sister?
Oh, no, sir. Not like that, sir. I could feel it coming over me. I feel that she wanted to speak, wanted me to speak to Ginny. I would have kept it to myself and not pain on it, but for Ginny being so sad. So I told her I had a message for her from her sister.
It pains you.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I hold it in. It's like having water in your mouth that you can't swallow, coughing. It's a choking feeling. It wants to come out.
And when it comes out, you remember it? You wait the whole while.
Oh, yes. It's no stranger to me than a conversation, but I feel they are only feeling at first. And then I can hear them and see them.
You can see them. You have materialized. Rather, do others see them while you're speaking to them?
No, I don't think so. I can feel what they want. And if the want's strong enough, then it gives them a shake from behind my eyes.
What did you tell Ginny, Mary?
I told her what her sister was telling me. She wanted Ginny not to feel sorry. She was happy where she was, and it was people there, light, air, and there was no worry for her there, and their quarrel was nothing. The only sorrow left to her was Ginny's sorrow for her. She talked when she and Ginny were children.
before, Mary?
Since I was a child.
And you spoke of your mother.
My mother, she could see things in fire and breathe in tea. My mother could see when I was with the pennies. The neighbors came to her with those pennies.
And you, Mary, can take away warts with a penny.
No, sir, I cannot.
Well, come and sit here, Mary, and we'll begin more comfortably.
Yes, Mary, sit down. Just there. Yes, we were all one in the spirit world.
Now, Mary, I have set this up as you spoke of it to me. We shall have just one candle. Shall I light it then?
In our own experiments, we begin with something to inspire. A prayer, perhaps? Join hands?
No, I beg your pardon. I mean, it's best if I can do the work better if I keep to myself. Things I can hear them better if I keep to myself. If I may serve, ma'am, I'd like to just sit quiet and watch the flame of him.
If you don't mind, Mr. Fairman, dear Florence, we'll do without prayers and poems this evening.
If nothing happens tonight, Mary, we will not think the less of you. Understand? Indeed, if nothing happens, and you allow that nothing happens, we will know you to be a good, dutiful girl.
I feel that something is here. I do feel that someone is here on the edge of something. But no, sir, I will not make a comment.
We shall sit quiet then and watch the flame of the candle. Shall we, Mary? Well, now.
Oh, I see. What? She's here. She's coming. What's wrong? We're a baby.
A baby, Mary?
She's here, and she holds a baby. So tiny. She almost holds a little thing in the palm of her hand.
Flora. Is it Flora?
Not Flora. And the baby is a boy. Oh, but he never. Yeah.
What's she talking?
I can see her clear now. Dark dress, torn dress, pretty black hair, no, brown. She's young and crying. She's speaking. Why are you so sad?
Stay.
She's saying, poor God, it's like you, like you, like you. Blood! She's saying you sent me away and you made me. You made me do it.
Stop.
I didn't want it, but you made me do it. I killed him. I killed him.
I will stop
You
this.
killed him. You